I wasn't always this cold for real. Before the money, before the club, I was just a kid stuck in a crowded ass foster home. Didn't even know where I came from. And honestly, I didn't care. I was a happy kid. Regardless of what was going on around me, I had dreams, and I had Elora. Elora was the only good thing in that chaotic house. We did everything together. We gossiped under the stairs, shared all our secrets, and promised each other we were gonna make it out. Staying at Miss Cumbersome's place was pure hell, but Elora's friendship was the only thing keeping me from falling into a deep depression. She saw life through the brightest lens, and for a long time, she had me seeing it too. Whenever rich folks came around trying to adopt a pretty black kid, Miss Cumbersome always shut them down. Couples would literally beg her crying, and she'd still tell them no. Me and Elora thought it meant she secretly cared about me. We felt untouchable. Man, we were so wrong. She wasn't protecting me. She was just waiting on the highest bidder. Then the Coles showed up. I don't know what kind of under-the-table deal they made with Miss Cumbersome, but out of nowhere, my bags were packed. They smiled, talked about sending me to a good school, and promised me a bright future. I was heartbroken to leave Elora, but a part of me was happy. I thought I was finally getting a real family. We took a long, exhausting train ride all the way to Willow Creek, but the Coles left out a whole major detail. They had a 26-year-old son living with them. At the time, I didn't think much about why a grown-ass man was still staying with his parents and jobless. He was just real nice to me. Acted like the big brother I never had. On my very first day, when everything felt strange and terrifying, he made me feel safe. But that warmth didn't last long. I found an old dollhouse in the room. Nobody told me not to touch it, but the second my hands brushed it, Mrs. Cole appeared out of nowhere and snapped. She struck me across my face so hard my ears were ringing. I was terrified. But before she could hit me again, her son stepped in. He shielded me. They had a whole screaming match over my head. And from that day on, she hated me even more. Every time she took her anger out on me, beating me for just breathing in her direction, he would always appear out of nowhere to rescue me. I started to view him as my savior, my hero. This one night, the abuse got so bad I completely passed out. When I woke up, she was gone, but he was still there in my room. He tried to cheer me up, but I was entirely broken. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to play. I just wanted to bury my face in the pillow and cry my eyes out until the pain stopped. I couldn't understand why life was punishing me just for existing. But he wouldn't let it go. He kept pushing, trying to force me to talk, trying to play. It started to feel suffocating, real uncomfortable. When I turned away, he started rage baiting me, making fun of me because he knew I had a mouth on me and couldn't resist talking back. When that didn't work, he pulled out a wad of cash, a bribe. Before all this, I had already decided I was running away that night anyway. So when he held out that money, I thought, this is my ticket out. I took it. I let my guard down. I trusted my savior. And then it happened. I didn't even understand what just happened. My brain couldn't process the confusion, the sudden sharp heartbreak. All I knew deep down in my gut was that what just happened was horribly, completely wrong. After he left, I sat on the floor, frantically grabbing my toys, desperately trying to play, trying to force myself to feel like a kid again. Nothing worked. It felt like something precious had been ripped right out of my chest, and I didn't even have the words to name what I'd lost. The tears just kept coming. The one person I thought was my anchor had completely destroyed my trust. In a panic, I ran to find Mrs. Cole. We never got along, but I was a desperate child and I thought she would understand. But I walked into their room at the absolute worst moment. Need I say more? Before I could even speak, Mr. Cole screamed at me, scolding me just for opening the door. That was the breaking point. The walls felt like they were closing in. The entire house gave me the creeps. I didn't say a word. I turned around and ran. I ran out the front door into the freezing night, and I didn't look back. I just kept running and running until my lungs burned and my legs collapsed under me. And that was the night Deja learned the hardest lesson of her life. Nobody is coming to save you. You pay for your own survival.